I'm not hearing audio.
Oh, wind, come fill me with you. Oh, wind, come fill me with you. You are the wine, I am the cup. I can yield nothing till I am filled up. Hold me upright, pour forth your life. Oh, wine, come fill me with you. Oh, wine, come fill me with you. Oh, wine, come fill me. Oh, wind, come fill me. Oh, sun, come fill me. ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Good morning. You've found your way to the live streaming worship service for All Souls Unitarian Universalist Church in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm Barbara Jarrell. I'm the minister here at All Souls. We're glad you've joined us, and we're grateful that through the wonders of technology, we can blend our spirits even across the distance in honoring this Easter, Passover, Spring Sunday. Whatever your age, ability, origin, gender, race, identity, orientation, or background, if you want to worship with us, you're welcome here. And as Unitarian Universalists, we use the word worship going back to its roots in Old English, meaning to elevate and contemplate matters of worth. We're a theologically diverse community, so our matters of worth are many and varied. But we come together in celebration of that which is greater, whether it's a deeper human connection and relationship, our common struggle for justice, God as each of us understands God, nature, or a profound mystery. any profound mystery. Here we found that diversity of belief and opinion add to the depth of experience and community. In this community, we found that we need not think alike to love alike. So we're united not by creed, but by a covenant to support each other in our spiritual journey and to work together for a better world. The music for this week's service comes from our Unitarian Universalist hymnals, also from singer-songwriter Peter Mayer, who has graciously agreed to let us use his music during these times, and from pieces that I have written. A part of today's service is going to involve water, and so I would like to invite someone where you are to get you some water. Everybody that's there will need a little bit of water later on in the service. A glass of water, I mean, just a sip or two is fine. But it will be part of our service, so hopefully you can find some water between now and then to do our ritual with. If you happen to be doing a whole lot of drive-through food acquisition, I would like to encourage you to take it back home and use your own serving implements and save the little packages. The shelters that are feeding people during this time really need packages of spoons and forks and stuff. That you can drop them at the church, and I am happy to take them to Christian service as we get a collection of them going. I want to thank participants this week, the Yang family, Joy, Mike, and Noah. They will be providing some music for us after a while. Brittany, who is our tech center, epicenter, Larry, who will be doing our meditation, and our special guest, who you'll find out about somewhere along the way, if he makes it. I want to thank our board president, Bennett, and our director of lifespan religious education, Miss Susan Caldwell. All of these people are, giving a lot of time to learn this new stuff. And if we have glitches along the way, please bear with us. We are not unaccustomed to big storms on Easter in Shreveport, Louisiana. So if you can hang with us, even if the service cuts in and out, we are grateful. Also, I want to thank Noah Wagstaff, who will be driving our special guest over here today. If they can get here. Now, as we prepare to enter a spirit of worship, please remember to rid your environment of any unnecessary distractions, and thank you very much. Again, we welcome you, and please find some water. I'm afraid we have more announcements. I would like to invite our board president, Bennett Upton, to share with us at this time.
Thanks, Barbara. I just, I don't have a whole lot to say, but I would like to make sure that that everyone feels welcome to contact us in whatever way they feel comfortable with contacting us, and we will help you to get on whatever. I will personally help you to get on whatever technology platform you want to try and get onto. If you just shoot me an email, that's the only barrier to it. But also, there are a lot of different things that we've got going on. There are a lot of religious education classes that are going on. There's the 9:15 with Susan. I've got one at 1 o'clock today that I've invited a few people to go to, and you're more than welcome, whoever you are, you're more than welcome to attend with us. Also, there are the questionnaire. If you have anything that you need, there's a little bit of a lag in us contacting folks and checking in with them on after they answer the questionnaire. If you see any Easter Bunny sightings, then make sure and note that on the Facebook page. We need to find out where that guy's at. It is an important day for him, and we want to keep track of him. There's also lunch meetings that Susan is doing, and the Great Decisions class that Melody Armstrong is facilitating, which I've been a part of that myself. It's pretty good as well. I've been enjoying it. And then also, last minute ad, we're going to do another Easter egg hunt other than the one that, you know, like if you see anything in the background, then there may be some Easter eggs hiding around. But also there's going to be one on Minecraft after the Kids RE class today. So we'll probably put the IP address out on Facebook so that you can join up with that if you'd like. And yeah, that's all I've got. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Bennett. Did Miss Susan have things to share?
Yes. Good morning. If I can have my screen back for a sec, thanks. Good morning. I think we may have seen somebody around. I'm not sure, but I think there may have been a sighting of one of our special guests. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There he is. Whoa. Good morning, Easter Bunny. We're so glad to see you. Do you have any, is there something that you do with your paws these days to keep you healthy? Do you wash your paws? Yeah, and you're really careful about that, right? Yes, yes, and it takes you at least 20 seconds, right? That's so awesome. Thank you, Easter Bunny. We will see you back in a little bit. I just wanted to, as Bennett said, we are having Zoom lunch on Wednesdays. There's a link for that. It'll, I think, be in the comments today, but if not, it went out in your email. And if you're not on our email list, put your email in the comments and we'll put you right on it. We do that on Wednesdays at noon via Zoom. And it's been kind of fun. There's no program. We just kind of check in with each other and eat lunch. Eating lunch is optional at your end. And Bennett's already mentioned a lot of the other groups going on. If you are interested in any of those, by all means, check in. And I think that is all I've got for now.
Thank you so much. I'm going to settle us one more time. I hope everyone has their water. Spirit of light, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in of justice roots hold me close. Wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. As we let the dust of the week's activities and pressures fall away, we rest together for this time, setting our minds at ease, our hearts to opening, and our spirits to awakening like the earth in spring. In the words of Elizabeth Strong, out of the earth rises light, rises life, rises spring. May we join with the miracle that is springtime and enter into life with lightness and joy. Out of the Spirit, rises faith, rises hope, rises love. May we join with the miracle that is Easter time and enter into life with hope and love. Let us resurrect with spring. Let us resurrect with the Spirit and enter into renewed life as we gather into our time of worship. Do we have the education director lead us in our chalice lighting? I don't know if you're being joined.
I am. The Easter Bunny is going to help me this morning, and I appreciate it. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the helping hands. This is the church of the loving heart. Thank you so much, Easter Bunny.
And these words come from Eric Williams. In the beginning, there was light, infinite and expansive, flowing out from an unseen center. Throughout creation, there is light. From the steady sun, the glowing moon, the flashing meteor, the twinkling stars, and the auroras dancing in the northern skies. Within each part of creation, there is light, slowed down and held close by our every cell and molecule. By each atom and element. Within you, there is light. The same light is the source, the same light radiance that is in all creatures. May this small flame be a constant reminder to you of your true nature and your kinship with all beings. I have a light in me. You have a light in you. We have a light in us. And together we bring light to life. I've asked our board president and possibly some of his buddies to help us with our unison affirmation.
Good morning. This is Bennett Upton and son Grant.
Hello.
And we're going to do the unison affirmation today.
Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the sacred. Thus do we covenant with each other.
We invite you to sing with us if you would care to. Hearken the sun's returning, life rising up again, elegantly transforming with water and fire and wind. Cleanse my heart, stir my soul, light the day and open me to home. Darken the sun's returning, calling my spirit out, ends that bring new beginnings with faith and hope and love. Cleanse my heart, stir my soul, light the way and open me to home. Cleanse my heart, stir my soul, light the way and open me to home. To home. Now I believe we have time for our time for all ages.
Good morning. I want to tell you a little bit about the egg, because people will often ask, what does Jesus coming back have to do with eggs? And so I just want to tell you a little bit about the story of this holiday, about actually all the holidays that are at this time of year. Anyway. So one of the 3 holidays that is celebrated at this time of the year is, of course, Easter. And Easter is a Christian celebration of the resurrection of Jesus. The story goes that he was arrested by the Romans for being a radical, for being a revolutionary. He was crucified and died a horrible death on the cross. But when his mother and 2 other women went to the tomb, they found it empty on the 3rd day. He was gone. And later, several people reported seeing him and even speaking to him. And this story of his return to life gives many people hope, whether for the next life after they die or for new life and new beginnings in this world right now. And so that's the Christian story of Easter. But again, what about the egg? Well, there's 2 more holidays celebrated at this time of year. And there's a common thread running through them. And I'll talk about that common thread in just a minute, but there is the Jewish celebration of Passover. And in the Jewish community, and also as part of our Unitarian Universalist community, there are many people either with Jewish heritage or who resonate with that spirituality and who celebrate Passover. And Passover celebrates the time when Moses led the Hebrew people out of slavery in Egypt and on their journey to the promised land in Israel. And so Passover celebrates their new life of freedom. So there is always an egg. It doesn't look like this, it's a regular egg, but there's always an egg on the Seder plate. There's a special dinner called a Seder. Well, Jesus came from Judaism. Jesus was a Jew, and he was celebrating Passover at the Last Supper. And so there's the connection there, new life from the resurrection, new life, because the egg represents new life. But again, how did we get there? How did we get to the egg? There's another holiday celebrated around this time of year. Sometimes it's very close to Easter, like Passover is this year. Passover is going on right now. But in this year, it was almost a month ago. It was about 3 weeks ago. It's called Ostara. It's celebrated by Druids and Wiccans and a lot of our pagan friends. And again, many of whom are also Unitarian Universalists. The word Easter is actually taken from the goddess Ostara. Ostara was the goddess responsible for bringing back the spring every year. But one year she ran a little late and she found this poor bird who had frozen to death. And she felt so sad. And she had the power to bring life back, but she didn't have quite enough power to bring the bird all the way back to where he would have the power of flight. And so instead, she turned the bird into a rabbit that could lay eggs once a year. And, oh, wait a minute. I think I see somebody. Hang on. Easter Bunny, you're back. Hey, you can kind of help me tell the rest of this story. So, as I said, the bird almost died, but which must have been a horrible experience, but then was able to come back as a bunny named Lepus. And I don't know if you always go by that name or if you just prefer Mr. E Bunny at this point. Yeah, okay, etsy ketsy. But anyway, so every year, the rabbit is able to lay these really brightly colored eggs that children can find. And today you might notice that you can find some eggs in everybody's background. And maybe you've already started counting those. I've got my Christmas Mardi Gras Easter tree that I'll show you. So it's right behind me. And so you can maybe see a few eggs back there. You might be able to count some. So that is the story of the common thread that runs through all the holidays this time of year. The common thread is new life, whether it's a new life of freedom in the promised land for the Hebrew people, or it's a new life promised by the resurrection of Jesus and the personal ways in which we live through that story and kind of right now living through a horrible time, but we will come back. And also new life coming up from the ground, spring and flowers. You probably saw a lot of the pictures from our children and adults at the beginning of the service. And we appreciate all of the artwork that was sent in. We thank you. And I will give it back to Reverend Barbara right now. Thank you. And thank you, Easter Bunny.
Thank you, Miss Susan. And thank you, Easter Bunny. There are eggs scattered all through this. So I hope you're finding those. This reading comes from Eric Williams. In the beginning, there was light, infinite and expansive, flowing out from an unseen center. Throughout creation, there is light from the sun, moon, and the meteors. Now, this reading comes from Elizabeth Mount and makes an implied reference to the Passover story from the Hebrew Testament and Jewish tradition. In ancient times, they said, Dayenu. It would have been enough to have been spared after the plagues. It would have been enough to have been freed of slavery. It would have been enough to have had food in the desert. Now we question, when will it be enough again? Dayenu. Will it be enough to stay home? Will it be enough if we are deemed essential as we are made to work? Will it be enough to wear a mask as we go to the grocery store and to the office and to the gas station? Will it be enough to keep us well in the midst of plague that has not passed over? Now we wonder and worry and wish for answers. Dayenu. It would have been enough. It will be enough again. If the story of Passover is told and teaches us how to live in this time, it will be enough. If the stories of our ancestors bring us hope for tomorrow, it will be enough. If we join together in remembering that we all come from the people who have survived again and again, it will be enough this year, as it is each and every year. Dayenu, it will be enough that we are together today. The next reading touches on some themes from the Easter story from the Christian Testament and tradition, and the words come from Reverend Paul Beadle, who's the minister at First Unitarian Universalist Church in New Orleans. In all scripture, sacred literature, the hearts of the storytellers are revealed in the stories. Their breath is felt in the words on the pages, and we may be touched or moved or stirred by their ancient art. And maybe we can glimpse a truth that they saw. If we read closely and reflect on what we have read, and we can get a glimpse of what later interpreters saw, if we serve up their symbols as a separate dish rather than baking them into the story, we need a chance to savor each perspective. The art of contemplation is how art begets art. It's how poems become songs, how stories become statues, and how paintings and rituals come into being. One person's creativity awakens another's creativity. Life touches life. Spirit touches spirit. Even down the long corridors of time, the Easter story has echoed down the centuries in this way, reverberating in sometimes surprising ways. It says that after Jesus had suffered the worst agonies imaginable, has been physically tortured and publicly humiliated, pierced, broken, and killed, still there are those who care about him. He is beyond their help, but they surround him with their love. And after a time, Jesus is healed in the tomb, healed from death, and he returns to life. How does this happen? None of his friends know. It hits them like an earthquake, or it comes as a puzzling surprise that he is no longer in the tomb. They recognize him. They do not recognize him. He has come through this trial a changed man, and he has something to say to them. Isn't that the story of grief or shame or despair, of all our worst suffering? We die from it, and afterwards we live from it, and then we have something to say.
Good morning and welcome. For today's meditation, let yourself be comfortable. Let your spine be straight. And as you breathe deeply, let yourself become aware of your heart space. And imagine that you can breathe in and out of your heart. And in your mind's eye, see your heart space as a garden. And in the rich, creative soil of this garden are the seeds of infinite possibilities, awaiting the sunlight of your attention and the rainfall of your kindness to grow, to blossom, to bear fruit. Here are the seeds of beauty. Take a moment to remember the experience of beauty. Seeing a sunset, perhaps, or the smile on the face of a friend. Remember and know that experience clearly, deeply. Let beauty be reborn in you now. Feel it, hear it, see it, enter into it, and join it. And here in the garden of the heart are the seeds of healing. Take a moment to remember the experience of healing. Feel it and know it deeply. Let healing be born in you now. Here also are the seeds of strength and courage, seeds of generosity and compassion, seeds of wisdom. Let your awareness and your kindness nurture those seeds, let them blossom, let them bear fruit. And if you recognize the seeds of mind states and patterns that no longer serve you, fear and separation, as a skillful gardener, let the energies of those patterns become compost. With kindness and understanding, those patterns can transform, becoming rich nutrients to nurture the roots of wisdom, compassion, and healing. In this garden of the heart is all that you need to be human, all that you need to be whole. And in the garden of the heart is an abundance that you can share. In the moments and days to come, let the blossoms and fruits of the heart be the gifts that you give to yourself, the gifts you give to your friends and loved ones, to your community, and to your world. May it be so.
Thank you so very much, Joy and Mike, and Noah, who played the violin a little bit ago. Um, yeah, we very much appreciate your kindness in joining us for this celebration. Well, with so many things working right now to disorient us, our routines have had to change. We don't have the same casual relationship with our comings and goings. In our efforts to be mindful and care for those around us, we don't exercise the same freedom of spending time with people we'd often like to see. Work has changed. School has changed. Going to the store has changed. Finances may well have changed. Our spring holiday celebration rituals and traditions have had to change. Comfort in our skin and neighborhoods may also be adjusting. We're washing our hands a lot, intentionally keeping our distance from folks. When we wear masks, nobody can tell if we're smiling at them. And when they're wearing masks, we can't tell if they're smiling at us unless our eyes really show it somehow. And we can't tell what else we might have to change. With all of those things potentially disorienting us, they also are calling us to behave in more of what we would consider a winter orientation to life. In the winter, mirroring nature, we're called to turn inward and go inside. After the fall, when we let old things pass away, the dead fall. Things that are no longer useful, we let go. When we work to right the past and reconcile where we may have gotten off track, as reflected in the Jewish High Holy Days and in Yom Kippur, we come to the quiet of winter after that. The insect sounds still. The leaves don't rustle in the breezes anymore. As Quaker author and teacher Parker Palmer said, winter calls us back to the questions. Palmer was considering a Mary Oliver poem, First Snow, when he said that. And among the questions that are included in her poem are why, how, and what the meaning. Though we're at some level of awareness that spring is supposed to have come, and we can appreciate that in our area, the moderate temperatures and the low humidity and nice breezes don't hang around for that long. We watched as the vernal equinox came and went. Ostara has passed. We already set our clocks forward, and we're officially in that season of blossoming and bursting forth, but we're being told to respond to that rowdy, youthful feeling that leads us out by continuing to posture like we're still in winter. Stay in, stay home. Carefully examine habits, actions, priorities, direction, and direct our activities inward. Many of us are spending a great deal of time trying to understand what's going on, what we need to do, and when we'll be able to return to normal. But I think a major part of all this is that there are many things we don't need to worry about. Many things that we don't need to have go back exactly like they were before. There are many things at work that we can't control. We cannot control. And I believe on more levels than we might imagine. So this time of being interior, staying inside, is when we realign with the moment we're in. The spot where our bodies are right now. The second in which we are breathing, and those with whom we share that breath. That's what conspire means, to share breath, breathe with. Just as we keep hearing people say, we are all in this together, we can and will all get through this together. What a perfect holiday season for this occasion. The Passover story shows us that even horrible plagues sometimes serve a purpose. They can teach hard lessons, even if leaders sometimes refuse to learn them. The outcome is in large part dependent on our compliance with difficult instruction, and will subsequently prove to be better than the alternative, an improvement over what things were like before. There will come a way out of no way, and keeping the faith is important. The Easter story teaches us that there's great power in mercy, and that there will always be things that we can't adequately explain, both good and bad. But after the darkest time, light will return, shining brighter than ever. No matter what you may think of the biblical narrative about Jesus' crucifixion, death, and resurrection, something happened that day that changed the lives of the people that were close to him forever in unexpected ways that they were willing to die for. Amazing things happen. Big changes and transformation occur even when leaders or those in power won't listen. And transformation comes from loss. I wanted to share with you a reading that was sent to some of the Unitarian ministers by Derek Jackson, the ministers who are part of the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association. Derek Jackson is the director of Ministries for Lifelong Learning, and he wrote to the ministers that it's okay to be not okay. He said, "The last month has been exhausting. Shifting gears at work, changes in the home environment, being present to the fear and anxiety of others, as well as to your own, all take their toll. And I recognize in myself a tendency to minimize the stress of it all, to appear as if I have it all under control. I don't have it all under control. I have good moments and bad moments. Moments where I can find joy in the little things, and moments where everything seems to be crashing down around me. Moments There are moments in a storm when a little bit of sun peeks in between the clouds. It may not last for long, but it gives me hope. So how are you doing? not the mask you wear, but the real you. It's okay not to be okay. We all have been there, and many of us are there now. I pray that you find moments for rest and rejuvenation. I pray that you have the support you need. I pray that you can trade perfection for sustainability. He goes on to include this prayer. Gracious Goddess, vulnerable God, eternal Spirit, this is too much. Forced isolation from those whom we love and tend, fear of what may come, what might be hurt, who might be hurt, sudden radical change in how we do worship. It's exhausting. Help us show the wounds and the scars. Help us let go of expectations of our own making, and help us let go of expectations to be real just for a second. Help us let down our guard. Help us to heal. Help us to rest. Help us return to wholeness, grounded in a love that spans all distances and holds us just as we are. We pray, and blessed be. I ask that all of you get some water. I'm hoping that you have some with you. We know from the traditions that we share here in the summertime, when we come back from the summer, we have a water communion. And we're not doing our usual Easter time and spring holiday time communion today. So I wanted to do a ritual with us that is still about receiving and giving. Water is one, though it is many. Like us, we are one, though we're many. We are one congregation, though we're in many places. Ocean goes to rain, evaporates into rain. Rain rains on the earth, it soaks into the ground and goes into rivers and flows back to the ocean and is evaporated again. It's all one. We know how rare and important clean water is because of our Thanksgiving Seder. Human beings are made of water. At least right around 50% of your physical being is water. That changes a little bit with your age. It's higher percentage of water when you're younger, and as you get older, the water is a little bit lower in your body, in your physical makeup. But in your body, your brain and your heart are 73% water. Your lungs are 83% water. Your skin is 64% water. Muscles and kidneys are 79% water. And even bones that look bone dry are 31% water. Water builds new cells and sends nutrients to the cells. It transports proteins and carbohydrates to bring our nourishment to our bodies. It helps flush out all the bad stuff in our system. It helps regulate our body temperatures. It's a shock absorber in the spine with the to keep things from hurting all the time and breaking our bones. It protects the sensitive tissue, and part of it, surrounds the brain and protects the brain. It keeps our voices lubricated. It keeps our joints lubricated. And so I would like for us to share a moment with water. The water is given us from one, and has been made many. As we consume a sip of the water, we are made one with it and with each other. From you I receive, to you I give. I would like to invite you to sing 3 verses of Peace Like a River with me, if you will. We'll do peace, love. Well, let's do peace, joy, and love. No, I would like to do peace, love, and strength, okay? I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I also very much want to thank Diana Teeters for sharing her digital visuals with us. It was a generous gift from her. As we extinguish the chalice, I want to end as we started with, I have a light in me, you have a light in you, we have a light in us, and together we give light life. I have, I wish you all blessings at Passover and Easter and springtime, and may the God of many names and beyond our naming hold each of you safe until we meet again.
Oh.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Say happy Easter.
Or Steve.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter.
Easter. Okay, I'm gonna go. You just like no one. Wow. Have a great day.
Families. Our switchers.
Oh. I don't know.
Happy Easter, happy Passover, belated, happy Ostara. And we're going to sing a song that is familiar to everybody, but before we do, I would like to give a special thanks to our illustrators for today. Ella, Everly, John, Brittany, Natalie, Ava and Jackson actually sent some that we're going to see in Family RE and probably in the coming weeks. Oh, and of course, I need to thank the Easter Bunny. There he is. Thank you so much, Easter Bunny. We appreciate you. And let us sing Go Now in Peace. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Thank you.
Wait, I think they're going to go back to that shot for the post. Y'all are wonderful. I like my stuff.
That is so sad.
I have a bow tie that goes with it.
That's so cool.